Hello out there. I decided to put together a flow type class for all my flowy yogis out there today. The beautiful thing about flow classes is that you don't need a whole lot of props. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are following along with us and you're really enjoying the classes that we are posting, the meditations that we are posting. Please donate to pwerof3@gmail.com and stay tuned for more. We'll continue to upload videos and meditations for as long as this self-isolation is underway, and hopefully we'll be able to get back to our mats in the studio as soon as possible. So after having said all that, I'll invite everybody into a nice comfortable seated position. In my last class I recommended that we could use a pillow or something that we have at home to sit on in order to bring our hips above our knees so we don't have to fight with our core to have a nice straight spine. If you guys want, we do have straps, blocks, mats, bolsters, all still available for purchase at the studio. You can send us a message or send us an email and we can bring you something or deliver you something if that's what you want, and just let us know. So having said all of that, taking a breath, and we'll start to find our center. Shifting the hips back, the spine back. Imagining there's a ruler up against your back, straightening your spine. Roll your shoulders back and down. Our hands can be face up for receiving or face down for grounding. Closing your eyes. Soften. Soften the eyes. Soften the jaw. Soften the forehead. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Our spine sinks a little further into our seat bones. Maybe our shoulders lower a little bit more. And become a little bit more comfortable in our seated position. Noticing cool air enter the nose as we breathe in. Warm air exiting the nose as we breathe out. Inhaling and exhaling. Softening, releasing, relaxing. All outside noises of the world have melted away. Tuning into our bodies. I'd like to read one of the meditations from one of my favorite meditations books called Meditations from the Mat by Rolf Gates and Katrina Kensington. One of the things Rolf Gates says is the posture never ends. In the flowing style of yoga in which one posture flows into the next, the transition between the postures are postures in their own right. The breath and the meditation are unbroken. This is not true in all styles of yoga, nor is such a flow necessary in order for a form of yoga to be effective. The lesson remains, however, that it is our tendency to pay attention to the postures themselves, but not the spaces in between. So it is in life. We leave one relationship or job or set our sights on the next. We cross one item off the to-do list and dive into the next chore. The illusion is that the posture never ends. The reality is that the posture never ends. The illusion is that it does. It just shifts from one form to the next, one lesson to the next, one opportunity to the next. We remain life's student, whether we are inhaling or exhaling, in a relationship or out of one, saving the world or looking for a temp job. The posture never ends. We're in the posture when we look into our partner's eyes. We're in the posture as well when we look into a waiter's eyes. Both are holy interactions. The illusion is that there is a separation. Levels of importance, beginnings and endings. Yoga brings us to the understanding that the posture never ends. And this can be brought into our daily life right now. How we have nothing but time. And some of us are still in that go, go, go mentality of cleaning out our closet or doing that thing we've never done before, not just thinking about the time and space that has been granted to us for in between each posture, in between each chore, even in between each Netflix show. And just know that we're going to keep breathing, keep inhaling, keep exhaling, to strengthen the lungs and strengthen our immunity, and to keep our mind active. Take one more final deep inhale here. Sigh it out. Again, that book is called Meditations from the Mat by Rolf Gates and Katrina Kensington. One of my favorite meditation books. If we need to uncross our legs and cross them the other way, feel free. We're going to stay seated for just another moment or two so that we can warm up our spine and our upper body to get ready for our flow today. So bring our hands out to the sides, palms facing up. Let's inhale those hands up overhead. Exhale them down to our sides. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhaling them down to our sides. And again, let's inhale those hands up overhead. Exhale the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind us. Gazing over the right shoulder. 2 breaths. Waking up the body. Let's inhale those hands back up overhead. Exhale the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind us. Easing over the right shoulder. Full breath. And we'll inhale the hands up overhead again. Exhale, fold forward, bringing the hands to the mat. Maybe the elbows come to the floor. Tucking the chin into the chest. And then pushing the hands into the ground, we'll inhale, walk ourselves back up into a seated position. We'll do a little bit of breath and movement here in that same type of motion. So hands up to the sides. Inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand behind us. Inhale the right hand up overhead. Keep the left hand where it is. Let's exhale, lean to the left. On our inhale, let's round through the spine, bringing the right hand to the left knee. Tuck the chin into the chest. And we'll exhale, fold forward. Swooping in the hands along the mat, let's inhale them back up overhead. We'll exhale the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind us. Inhaling the left hand up overhead. Exhale to the right, keeping the right hand on the left knee. Inhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin into the chest, left hand to right knee. Exhale, fold. Good, doing that again. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhaling to the right. Inhale the right hand up. Exhaling to the left. Inhale, right hand to left knee, rounding through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swooping the hands along the floor, bringing them back up overhead. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling the left hand up overhead. Exhaling to the right. Inhale, left hand to right knee, rounding through the spine. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhaling hands up overhead. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling right hand up. Exhaling to the left. Inhale, rounding through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhaling arms back up overhead. Exhaling to the left. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, rounding through the spine. And exhale, fold. Beautiful. Placing the hands on the floor, let's push ourselves back up into our seated position. We can remove our prop and block from under us if we had it there. If not, that's great. We're going to come onto our knees just for a moment here. Sink our hips back. Open up our knees nice and wide. Allow our forehead to come to the mat to find a comfortable child's pose. We're in a seated posture there for a few minutes, so let's just give the hips a moment to rebound. Good. And let's inhale ourselves forward once more. Hips under knees, shoulders under wrists. Let's tuck our toes. Exhale, sink our hips back, getting into those toes. Inhale, bringing the shoulders over the wrists, getting into the palms. Exhale, coming back into the toes, waking up the most distal aspects of the body. Inhale into the hands. Exhale into the toes. Good. Returning to our neutral tabletop position once more. Let's untuck the toes. Step the right leg forward, coming into a low lunge here. We're just going to heel toe that right foot forward as far as feels comfortable. If we're having problems with our knee, we can fold our mat over top to add a little bit of padding here, but we're not going to stay for long. So we're just going to, again, do a little bit of breath of movement. Inhale forward, stacking the knee over the ankle, getting into the quad. And then exhale, walk our hands back, lift the right toes, getting into the hamstring. We're going to do this a couple times. Inhaling forward, coming into the quad. Exhaling back into the hamstring. 2 more. Inhaling forward, coming into the quad. Exhaling back into the hamstring. Taking our time as we move. Inhaling forward into the quad. Exhaling back into the hamstring. Good. Coming forward into our lunge once more. We can tuck the back toe, lift the knee just for a second to get into that quad a little bit more. And then bring that back knee down, untuck the toe, and slide the right leg back to the left, coming to our knees again. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, stepping the left leg forward, maybe heel toeing it forward a little bit so that we can feel it lengthening in that back quad. Making sure the knee stays stacked over the ankle. And then we inhale forward into the right quad. Exhale, walk the hands back, lifting the left toe, coming into the left hamstring. Inhaling forward, coming into the quad. Exhaling back into the hamstring. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Good, and inhaling forward one more time, tucking the back toe, lifting the knee, Finding a low lunge, getting into that quad again. And from here, we're going to step the right leg forward to the left. And exhale, fold. Placing the hands on the shins, inhale ourselves to a flat back. Push the head out of the spine. We'll exhale, fold again. Shift our hips forward a little bit so that they're stacked over the ankles. It might feel like we're going to fall, but we're actually not. Hands on shins one more time. Inhale ourselves to a flat back. Push the head out of the spine. And exhale, fold. Lovely. Bending our knees deeply here, sinking the tailbone towards the mat. Tucking the chin into the chest, let's slowly ragdoll ourselves up into a standing position. Taking our time, getting there. There's no rush. Until we roll our shoulders back and our chin becomes parallel with the mat. Making any adjustments to our clothing or body that we need to at this time. Take a deep inhale. Side out. Let's inhale ourselves forward onto our tippy toes. Keeping our balance. Good. And exhale ourselves back. Lift the toes. And then think about planting each toe on the mat one at a time. Lean to the right. Lean to the left. Find some space in our feet at the top of our mat. Nice deep inhale again. Side out. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhale, forward folds, coming on down. Placing the hands on the shins. Inhale ourselves to a flat back. Exhale, let it go. Swooping the hands out to the sides, bending the knees. Inhale ourselves back up. We can give ourselves a back bend. Exhale, fold forward, coming right back down. Inhale ourselves to a flat back. Exhale, let it go. Planting the hands, bending the knees, step the right leg back to a low lunge. Bring that back knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale the hands up overhead. Squeeze the inner thighs together for balance. Exhale, rotate those hands back behind us, bringing them to the mat. Tucking the back toe, lifting the knee. We're going to step the right leg forward to the left. And we'll exhale, step the left leg back. Bring the back knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale the hands up overhead, squeezing those inner thighs together. Exhale, rotate them back behind us, bringing our hands to the mat once more. Tucking the back toe, lifting the knee. If you need to, hop, skip that left leg or right leg forward to bring it back to the right. Do so. Exhale, fold. Swooping the hands out to the sides, bending the knees. Inhaling ourselves back up, giving ourselves a back bend. Exhaling the hands over heart, back to mountain again. Nice breath. Side out. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands, bending the knees. We're going to step both legs back to our downward dog. Sink your hips towards the back of your room or the back of your mat. We want equal weight in the hands and in the feet. Push your belly to your thighs. Push your chest towards the mat. Come forward on your tippy toes and then sink your heels back once more. Allow your shoulders to come down your back so they're not up, they're back. Breathing. This is a resting pose. We can have a bend in the knees if that helps. From here, we're going to move through our vinyasa, so you can either do it one of two ways. We can stay in our upright, normal vinyasa, or we can do modified. I'm going to cue modified vinyasa. So, coming to our knees. Inhaling ourselves forward into a modified plank, stacking the shoulders over the wrist. My toes naturally come up off the mat. For chaturanga, we're going to exhale. Continue that forward momentum. Bend the elbows back. Keep them squished to our sides. Then bring the hips down to the mat, and then the chest. We're going to inhale ourselves up to a baby cobra. Exhale, bring ourselves back down. Pushing the hands into the mat, we're going to inhale ourselves back up to our knees, tucking our toes, and then push ourselves back up into our downward dog. Beautiful. Looking at our hands, inhale, walking forward, taking our time to get there. Exhale, fold. Swooping the hands out to the sides, bending the knees, inhale ourselves back up, giving ourselves a back bend. Exhaling the hands over heart, back to mountain pose. One more full breath here. Sigh it out. We're going to do one more sun salutation before we get into our flow today. So, if you like doing a modified vinyasa, feel free to bring your knees to the mat. If you like doing a full vinyasa, which I'm going to cue, feel free to do your full vinyasa. So here we go. Rounding into our mountain pose, hips under knees, under ankles, which naturally aligns our spine, shoulders back, chest forward, chin is parallel with the mat. Nice inhale. Sigh it out. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back to downward dog. Exhale here. Come to your knees if you want to do your modified vinyasa. Inhale forward into plank, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep those elbows by our sides. Bring the hips down to the mat before you bring the chest down. Inhaling yourself up to cobra or upward dog. We're going to exhale back to downward dog. Looking at the hands, inhale, walking forward, finding our fold once more. Exhale, let it go. Placing the hands on the shins, inhaling ourselves to a flat back. Exhale, let it go. Swooping the hands out to the sides, bending the knees. Let's inhale ourselves all the way back up, giving ourselves a back bend. Exhaling the hands over heart, back to mountain pose. Lovely. Nice deep inhale here. Sigh it out. Lovely. And we're going to jump right into our flow now that I put together for us. So, I like to sometimes start my practice by imagining that we're holding a ball or an energy ball or whatever kind of ball, a soccer ball for a soccer mom. And it just gives us something to do with our hands as we inhale our right knee forward. So, that's our first breath of movement. So I'm going to go through with lots of cues to start, and then we're going to go flow through it again with a little bit less, and then flow through it again with a little bit less cues, until eventually I can maybe get to one cue, and then we can just move from one posture to the next with breath and grace. So, once again, finding our mountain pose. Holding our hands in front of us like we're holding a ball. We're going to inhale the right knee up into a 90-degree angle. As we exhale, we're going to step back into a high lunge, roll the hands to the right side, looking over the right shoulder. We're going to inhale the hands back up overhead. Take as many breaths as you want here. From here, we're going to row to the left side, so rowing to the left. And then we'll inhale the hands back up overhead. As we do this, we're going to pivot our back foot, heel toe the left foot in just slightly. And on our next exhale, we can bring our hands down, bend the left knee into a 90-degree angle to find our warrior two. Lovely. From here, we're going to drop the back hand, inhale the front hand up into a reversed warrior. And we're going to exhale ourselves back to warrior two once more. Good. From here, we're going to straighten the front leg. Inhale, pop out that back hip. And then we're going to exhale, fold forward into a triangle. You can bring your hands to the shins, to the ankle, or to the mat. Maybe we can look up at the ceiling. Maybe not. We won't be here for long. It doesn't have to be perfect. From here, we're going to inhale ourselves back up. Bend that front knee. Pivot ourselves around, bringing both hands back overhead into a high lunge. And on our exhale, we're going to lean back into a crescent lunge. Maybe we skip this posture because we're having a hard time getting into our lunge. That's perfectly fine. We're going to inhale back up. Exhale, bring both hands to the mat. From here, inhale, bring the left leg, slide it all the way up into a three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, or if it's in our practice, bring the foot all the way down, flipping ourselves around with a wild thing. Again, you can just take dog at the fire hydrant, whichever posture works for your body. After that, we come back up to three-legged dog. Another modified posture, whichever version works better for your body. We're going to inhale, bring the knee as close to the forehead as we can, finding a plank position, or go back to downward dog, three-legged dog. Or our other option is to thread the needle. So find that plank, bring the knee in, and then bring it underneath the right leg, bringing the hip down, straightening it out. Inhale ourselves back up to three-legged dog. So whatever version works for you. From here, we're going to slide the left foot forward, bringing it all the way to the left thumb. Again, if we need help, we gotta hop, skip that right foot all the way forward to bring it back, or step it forward, whatever version works for us, until both feet come to our forward fold again. Placing the hands on the shins. Inhale ourselves to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Swooping the hands forward, bending the knees, sinking the tailbone down. Our spine is straight. We're going to inhale the hands up overhead to chair. And then exhale ourselves to mountain pose. Good. So take a breath, take a break, take a sip of water. Do what you need to do for your body. And then I'm going to flow through the other side. So it might seem a little difficult right now because we're not really breathing and moving as one yet and still adding a lot of cues. But the further we go and the more we go into it, the easier it gets. Find which version works for your body. Take breaks if you need to. Find child's pose if you need to. Skip a full posture if you need to. What works for your body? Finding our mountain pose once more. Nice deep inhale. Side out. Inhaling the left knee to a 90-degree angle. Exhale, step back to high lunge, roll into the left. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhale, roll to the right. As we inhale up, prepare for warrior two. Exhale, sink into warrior two. Inhale ourselves to reversed warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale up, pop out the back hip. Exhale forward into triangle. As we inhale up, find our high lunge again, pivoting. Exhale, crescent lunge, leaning back. Inhale forward once more. And exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Inhale, stepping the right leg all the way up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee for dog at the fire hydrant or find wild thing. Inhale ourselves back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, the forehead to the knee or thread the needle. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, swoop that right leg to the right thumb. We're going to inhale, step forward, coming all the way up to our half back. And exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the hands forward, bend the knees. Bringing ourselves up into chair. And exhaling ourselves to mountain pose. Take a break, take a breath, take a sip of water. Do what feels good for your body. And we're going to do each side now. If you get lost, don't worry about it. This is a video, you can pause. Do what feels good for you. Beautiful thing about flow classes is that we're moving from one posture to the next, so the posture doesn't have to be perfect. Nice deep inhale. Side out. Inhale, right knee 90 degrees. Exhale, high lunge, roll to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll to the left. Inhale, prepare for warrior two. Exhale, sink into our warrior. Inhale, reversed warrior. Feel us moving in between the posture. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, prepare for triangle. Exhale, sink into our triangle. Inhale, pivot ourselves around, prepare for high lunge. Exhale, sink back into crescent lunge. Inhale, forward, high lunge again. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Inhale, swoop the left leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee or wild thing. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, forehead to knee or thread the needle. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, swoop that left foot to the left thumb. Inhale, step the right foot forward, coming up to our half back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the hands forward, sink the hips back to chair. And exhale ourselves back to mountain. Flowing right into the other side. Take a full breath. Side out. Inhale, left knee, 90 degrees. Exhale, high lunge, roll to the left. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, prepare for warrior two. Exhale into the warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, prepare for triangle. And exhale into our triangle. Inhale into high lunge. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale back to high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, wild thing or fire hydrant. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, forehead to knee or thread the needle. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, swoop the right foot to the right thumb. Inhale, come forward to our flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop our hands forward, finding chair. And exhale ourselves to mountain. Shake it out. Take a break, take a breath, take a sip of water. Do what you need to do for your body. One more full breath. Sigh it out. Maybe catch your breath. And we're going to flow through each side one more time. So finding our mountain pose once more. Nice deep inhale. Side out. Inhale, right knee, 90 degrees. Exhale, roll to the right. Arms up. Exhale to the left. Prepare for warrior two. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Warrior. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Three-legged dog. Hydrant or wild thing. Three-legged dog. Knee forward or thread the needle. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stepping forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain. Left knee 90 degrees. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll to the right. Inhale, prepare for warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reversed. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, prepare for triangle. Exhale into triangle. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, crescent. Back up, high lunge. Hands to the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Fire hydrant or wild thing. Back up, three-legged dog. Thread the needle, forehead to knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right foot to right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming forward to chair. Exhale to mountain pose. Nice breath. Side out. Beautiful. We're going to come on down to our mats and find a cooling version of our practice today. Inhaling the hands up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands, bending the knees, step back to our downward dog once more. And then coming to our knees nice and wide, sink our hips back, bring our forehead to the mat. And find a child's pose. And just allow our body a moment to rest. Allow your heart rate to come down. Taking a moment. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling. One more breath here. Side out. Engaging the hands once more. Let's inhale ourselves forward. Walk our knees forward. Sink our hips back. Bring our legs around in front of us. We're going to engage our core. Slowly lower ourselves down onto the mat. And we can bend our knees into our chest, give ourselves a hug. Rock from side to side, give the back a little bit of a massage. We got the heart racing, the blood flowing. One of the things I think I love most about flow classes is that it's almost cardio based as well. It's a young practice, so it gets our heart rate up. Well, let's bring our knees to a 90-degree angle. Bring our hands out to the sides. And we're going to allow both knees to fall to the right side of the body. Maybe we can gaze over the left shoulder. If you want to intensify this, feel free to straighten that left leg out over top of the right. And again, if it's in our practice, maybe we can grab a hold of the big toe with the right hand. Making sure the left shoulder is still grounded into the mat. Have a hold of our toe, we can let it go. And bend that left knee back over top of the right. Engaging the core, inhale both legs back up into that 90-degree angle. Now on the exhale, we can allow them to fall to the left side of the body. Gazing over the right shoulder. Allowing your body to sink into the mat. We've done our work. Now we're moving into rest. Again, if you want to intensify your posture, feel free to straighten the left leg over top of the right. Grabbing a hold of the big toe with your left hand if it's in your practice. Breathing. And relaxing the jaw. Relaxing the body. One more deep breath here. Side out. We can let go of the left leg and bend our left knee over top of the right if it's straightened out. Engage our core. Inhale, both legs back up. And we'll plant both feet on the mat. We're going to walk both feet in as close to our buttocks as we can. Plant the feet on the mat. Bring our hands in, adjust our shoulders. So to do that, we want to lift the rib cage and allow our shoulder blades to fall down the mat. And bring our elbows into our sides, allowing our fingertips to point towards the ceiling. Engaging our core, our pelvic floor. We're going to push the elbows into the mat. Inhale, lift the hip bones up, finding a bridge pose. If we want, we can clasp the hands underneath the glutes. Allow the shoulders to come underneath our chest. Lift our hip bones a little bit more. Breathing in our bridge. Come out of this posture, bring our shoulders back out to the sides, unclasp our hands, and then think about slowly lowering one vertebrae at a time, and back down onto the mat, until our tailbone touches the mat last. One of the last postures that I'd like to offer you today is a legs up the wall or a version of legs up the wall. So we can simply bring our legs straight up into the air. It's really hard for us to hold it that way. Again, if we have a pillow or a prop or something, we can lift our hip bones and place it underneath that triangular shaped bone called our sacrum, and bring our legs up into the air and allow them to rest here. Or if you have a free wall available anywhere in your house, simply scoot your bum right up against the wall and lie yourself down, bringing the legs straight up. This is supposed to be equal to an hour of sleep. It allows the blood to naturally rush back towards the heart, giving the veins a break. Our hands can rest on our belly or on our sides or even in cactus arms. What feels good for your body? Allowing yourself to sink into stillness. Allowing the body to assimilate the postures that you've done today. If you want, you can bring the soles of the feet together and slide the feet down the wall to find a modified butterfly pose. If we're still using a prop and not using a wall, we can remove the bolster from under our seat bones. Bring the soles of our feet together and allow the legs to come down to the mat, finding a butterfly pose. And if we're not using a wall and we're simply on a mat, you can straighten out one leg and then the other. If we're using a wall, we can roll onto our sides. Bring ourselves back to our mats. And allow ourselves to find your version of Savasana. So our legs are out to the sides, our toes are pointing out to the sides, our palms are out to the sides, facing up. Again, I like to lift my rib cage to allow my shoulder blades to move down the mat. And once I do that, I feel like my hips are a little weird, so I always plant my feet and readjust my tailbone one more time. And then I sink myself into my Shavasana. Teeth are parted slightly and the tongue is resting on the roof of the mouth. This connects the energy lines of the front of the body to the energy lines of the back of the body, making a complete circuit. Allowing yourself to sink into stillness. Allow you folks to stay in your Savasana for as long as feels comfortable or however much time you have. There's no rush. And thank you for joining me today in this online practice. The light in me sees the light in you.